Hello, everyone. Welcome to OKX Hackathon Workshop number 2. My name is Dafu DAFU. I'm the partner at One Piece Labs. We are a Web3 incubator based in Silicon Valley. And for this hackathon, we work with OKX and Google Cloud together with many amazing ecosystem partners and community partners to bring you this amazing hackathon. And please join us because we have very good tech support, very good judges, speakers, and a huge prize pool. More than $600,000 for you. For today's workshop, it's still going to be a video recording. Let me play it right now. And after this workshop, I'm going to send the link to the Discord group and also in our Notion page. So if you miss it, that's fine. That's okay. And if you have any technical questions, feel free to drop them in our Discord. Please go to our Discord and find OKX Hackathon channel. And if you don't have a grouping yet, if you don't have a team yet, feel free to go to the grouping channel and introduce yourself and find your teammate over there. Okay, now let's play the workshop.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to OKC, aka OKX Chain's very first developer workshop. And for today's session, we have a special guest. It's Cami. He's one of the top ones from OKC's tech team. And today we're going to do some introduction to our new developer docs on OKC Chain and how to run a node on our OKX Chain. All right, let's have an introduction of today's guest. Cami, will you introduce yourself a little bit to our guest, to our listeners?
Hello, everyone. Glad to see you guys. I'm Cami from OKC Tech Team. Okay, and today I will share 3 main topics. The first one is to introduce our new doc system. Yeah, I think the new system will improve the experience to understand how to use OKC smoothly. And then I will make a demonstration to show you how to set up a node by self. This includes private net and mainnet. I think it will improve the experience of how to build a node and join the network. The last one is the FAQ. So everybody can be free to ask me any questions about OKC in technical side.
All right, welcome again, Cami. So let's go to the very first question. Can you give us the introduction of our basic developer docs of OKC?
Okay, I will share my screen.
Okay.
Wait a minute. So, okay. I think it worked. So, here we go. I think in the very first step, we need to know where we can find the interest of the docs. Usually, we deploy the interest in our main page of OKC. Okay, you can visit these web pages and switch build. So click developer docs, and then you will arrive at the docs. I think for developers, the dev docs is more important and more useful for them. I think for the EVM developers, you may care about how to use the MetaMask wallet to connect our mainnet. So you can looking for those guidance in here and use those parameters to configure your own MetaMask wallet, and then you can use OKC by yourself. It's pretty smooth now. The network is very good. And also I think the EVM developers much care about the transaction status or searching some information on chain. So we also support the web browser. Yeah, the Explorer for OKC. You can also find the link here. And here have the overview of the network status, and also the block produced, and some larger transactions. I think you can play it by yourself. It's really funny and really powerful. I think for the developer of Cosmos ecosystem, you may care about the delegators, or how to become a delegators, or delegate your deposit your OKT and vote to validators, how to staking, and this is some you can looking for those support information here. The delegators and the validators, those article will lead you to find out how to become a delegators and how to become a validators. Okay, I think for the senior developers of Cosmos ecosystem, you may much care with some new features or some new function such as IBC or WASM. So you can click IBC to see what is IBC or how it work on OKC network, and also it supply the IBC command line guidance. Yeah, you can check it out. Another new feature is WASM. As we know, it is not online now, but will launch in few weeks to our testnet. So the documents are preparation for you guys. You can read the background information on how to use the WASM, how to write and upload and deploy your own WASM contract by using Cosmos.js. Yeah, this is the main part of the document system. And also you can search the keyword to find what you want to know. Everything you can find it. It's just input the keyword. It's easy to use.
All right, thank you, Kami. So if you guys don't know, OKX Chain is actually 100% EVM compatible, and now it's in the Cosmos ecosystem. So from Kami's introduction, we know about some basic information about our chain and some guidelines for both.
Hello? I think your network may broke up. I can't hear any sound. Okay, so
Sorry, I got cut off a little bit. Can you guys hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, my connection's not very good. So like I just said, we give you some introduction about how to use OKC from the junior level of the development towards the senior level of the developer, and also how to become a validator on our chain. So like Kami said, if you guys have any questions, you can always go to our docs and use keyword to search for any information that you want to search. All right, let's move on to the next question. So Kami, can you introduce us or the developers who are interested in develop on our chain about how to set up and run a node?
Okay, no problem. I will share my screen too.
Okay.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Not yet. Wait a minute. Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so for most people, I think the important thing is how to run a node by self, that you can check the function, test the function, or you can test your own project, such as when you write a smart contract and you want to debug it in local. So I want to introduce that how to run a node, local node. It means you are running a privacy network. So I assume that you have already downloaded Wait a minute. I assume you have already downloaded the OKC source code, and so please cd to your work directory. Okay. In this directory, you can cd to the dev as net, and you will see a lot of the script in here. I would suggest you to run this script named run 4v1r. Yeah, it means you will run a local net by 5 nodes. 5 nodes. One of them is RPC, and another 4 is validators. All the configuration has already configured and write in the script. You just need to write, and everything will be okay. So you see, the network has already launched. Check the process status. Before that, I think one thing I need to notice you is those you need to edit those script. Okay, you can see those lines. It means that an OKC was generated a Genesis account. So if you want test in local, you need to add a new line and also copy your own address to here. In my environment, I use my own address. Yeah, this one. Here and issue those OPT for this account, and then run this script again. Okay, everything is set up. Now you can configure your own MetaMask wallet to connect to your local node. Okay, here setting network, add a network, in a new network. The URL you can use a local address. And also the port, the default port is 8545. The chain ID is always 67. Yeah, OPT. So I can see the amount which I issued in the script. Then you can transfer or take some test on your own environment. And also, if you want to watch the log, you can open the current directory and cache directory, and also it shows the log info here. Okay, the transaction has already confirmed in my local network. So I think you can start start test by using Remix or Travel or Hardhat, and to connect to configure your wallet to connect the local environment and do any test you want. That's really freedom for developers. It can be avoid the network congestion. Also, you do not need to require some test token, but you don't have enough token to test. You can issue any token you want. Okay, this is how to run a node by self, a local node. So another problem is how to run a node and join our mainnet. I would like to share the step in our forum. Yeah, the forum is also an important interest to get the support information. Although it developed based in Chinese, but you can use the Google Translator to translate them to English. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to use. And also you can search the keyword here to find the support. For me, I want to start node the mainnet. Okay, looking for the right one. How to start a mainnet node? Yeah, here the 3 ways have been introduced. Yeah, the first way is use snapshots. I strongly recommend you to use this way because you can easily to catch up the newest hit and by download the snapshot. Use snapshot. Firstly, you need to click this button to get snapshot download page. Yeah. Those snapshot. This snapshot is for mainnet and this is for testnet. I think for validators, you should download the S0. For RPC, you should download the S1. For the archive node, you should download the S3. Is more suitable for you. Yeah. First of all, you need to clone the code from the GitHub, and then you need to input those make mainnet. After making mainnet, you don't need configure anything else in compiling the code because the script will help you out. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, it seems like like RocksDB issues. I think I didn't install the RocksDB before, but it's okay. Let's follow the doc. So when you finish the compile, you just need to do those 2 steps. Export this environment parameters and execute the exchange init, your own menu. The chain ID will always set to the exchange.66. And then you need to download the snapshot. You can use the wget to get the packaged files, and then unpack it. I need to explain how the snapshot works. For the node data structure, in one folder, those 2 just a little bit of data in there, but most of data is this folders. So you need to delete your own data folders and download those data folders, and replace it into your own exchange folders. Yeah. Sorry, let me start. So you just finish the snapshot way. It's pretty easy. The second one is to use the Genesis file to catch up the newest hit of mainnet. I don't very suggest you to use this way because to catch up the newest hit will cost a lot of time. So just follow the step by those. Is exactly same with the snapshot way, but the one thing is different with them. Yeah, just download the Genesis file and then start the EXChain by this, and it will connect to other node via P2P network to download the block date and the execute block and generate the state date to local. This is the second way to join the mainnet. The third way is also very simple and very easy to use. That is use Docker. It means when you use Docker, you don't not need to compile the OKC code by self because the Docker has been already set up everything you need. You just need to download the Docker and set up the Docker image to your own environment. And also you need to download the snapshot. For snapshot, you just access those link or just use wget to get the newest version. And then just start the Docker image. Everything will be set up, and you can run the Docker by yourself. Okay, this is how to join the mainnet by using those 3 ways. I think that's all. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Thank you so much. And I do hope the very detailed and very thorough walkthrough of how to set up and run node on OKC would help any developers out there who's interested in our chain to make your first step to OKX Chain and to our OKC ecosystem. And now our official host of tonight, James, already joined our live stream. So I'll hand the mic to James.
Yeah, thank you so much. And my apologies for being late. There was an unexpected event that happened, so I had to attend to that. But everything is good now, and I'm here. And I have been watching what Kami has been showing on how to run, how to set up and run a node on our mainnet, and it's really interesting, yes. But at the same time, a few questions that I usually get from the communities is the easiness, I would say, or the convenience of which way to take when they first start to run a node or set up a node on our chain. So you have just recently showed 3 different ways. For beginners, let's say for beginners who do not really have much of a knowledge on setting up a node and running a node, which way do you think is the best for them to set up and start with?
I think to use the snapshot is the best experience for them. They do not need to catch up the highest, newest hit itself. You know, catch up the hit always costs a lot of computation resource, and also it costs a lot of time. So you cannot join the network in very fast way. So I strongly suggest the users to use the snapshot to join our network.
Awesome, thank you. Another question that I received before we started on our Twitter was, on our Telegram group was the benefit of running a node, setting up a node and running it on our OKC. What benefit do people get by being a validator?
Okay, being a validator, we are a chain based on Cosmos. So we use the DPoS algorithm to maintain the consensus. So when you become a validator, you can get reward by every block producer. Every block producer. In every block, when a block produced, there have a one is gas. That depends on the transaction. Is there much that will be a huge part. Another one is stable increase reward. Every block will produce the 0.5 OKT to reward to the validators. So become a validator, you can get those reward on chain by every producer, every block producer. But the amount of reward you get is depend on your vote power or on your shares. It's same as the Cosmos. Yes, you get the much shares, you get the much rewards. Okay, is that clear?
Our developers or our validators.
My apologies, internet sucks, unfortunately. But I think you have just finished the answering to the question that I have given you. And another question that I have right now is from Sido on Telegram. And he's saying, is there some kind of node tracker to be able to see how many nodes OKX Chain has? Looking to understand the decentralized aspect of the chain. So he wants to know how decentralized we are by tracking the nodes on our chain.
Okay. There have the node. They have a different type of nodes. One of the nodes is validators. yeah, that is more important, and I think you can search, you can get the information on OK Link. Yeah, it's our web browser. Sorry, I need to set up and share my screen to you. Wait a minute.
Yes, please. So we're just going to wait for Kami. I think he's going to
We'll be back.
fix it. Yeah, he'll be back in a second. So until then, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and write your questions on our Telegram as well as Discord, whichever is convenient for you. And we'll be able to get the question to Kami, and then he'll be able to answer. And Kami is here with us.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. First questions, just James asked. You can see the nodes right here. Let me see. Oh, validator list. I think for now there have 54 validators in our network. Those validators are listed, and you can search it on OK Link. This is validators, but for the nominated nodes, I think there's too many nodes on the world. The RPC, everyone can deploy their own RPC nodes. So I think the validator number is the key point. And yes, for now is 54 validators.
Okay. And another question that I have is, as we can see, there was 25 validators and then also 33, and they were kind of in a wait list. So, so what's the difference in between them?
Okay, the first 21 validators were in charge of producing block. Only those 21 validators will produce a block, and they will get the 25% reward of the total reward to themselves. And the candidate validators are less vote than them, so they will stay in the candidate list until some validators are unbounding or jailed, or the vote share has been reduced. So the candidate validators will up to the 21 validators. The key difference is the 22 validators will block. Yeah. Okay, is that clear?
Yeah, it is clear. All right, very good. Thank you. Yeah, it's at least for myself, so I can understand why there are candidates and why there are some validators. Okay, let me see if we have any more questions. If not, then we can wrap this up. Right, I'll be checking our Telegram and our Discord, and then we'll see. All right, I think another question that I have is the developer docs that are being updated. So what would the validators or developers in general, what would they get after we have updated our developer docs?
Okay, the content is different way before. So you can also find the old articles by use the keyword to search on the new doc system. And also we have deployed the new doc system to our official domain. Yes, and I don't think they have very much difference with before. Yeah, and also I would like to share the two questions that I received in the Chinese community. And one question is, how do we recognize the difference between the type of snapshot with S0, S1, and S3? Yeah, to download those snapshots, you must clarify it. The S0 is only block data and the world state has been saved. So it means that is the minimum size of snapshots. It works for validators, only validators. and the RPC node or the archive node cannot download those snapshot because the data losing. Yeah, that's the S1. S1 include block data, word status, and the transaction receipt. Yeah, this is the middle size of snapshot, and it works both RPC nodes and validators. Yeah, so we have the transaction receipt, so RPC can be worked and offer some data to query. Yeah, for S3 snapshot include block data, the word state for every hit, and the transaction receipt. This is the largest size of snapshots, and it works for both RPC validators and archive nodes. Yeah, I think just archive nodes need those state, and also it is the largest, almost 4 TB. Yeah, it's pretty large. Okay, another question I received is why my node was so easy to occur the OM, I mean out of memory. So I think you need to make sure your device memory was higher or equal with 64G. And otherwise, you have to disable some performance enhancement to avoid the OM. Yeah, so I suggest the lowest memory is 64G to get the best experience. Yes.
Yeah, it's not easy to actually run a node. You need a supercomputer, or at least very good computer with a large amount of memory. Otherwise, you're gonna run into some difficulties, or as you said, OM, and it's gonna create some problems for you. Thank you.
Yeah, it depends
for
on
answering the questions from the Chinese community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yes.
It depends on your on how to use the node. For some people, maybe they just only one project, and they don't need a very high performance to feed their demand, so they can reduce the memory. It's okay. It's okay for them. It's flexible. You can change the configuration by self. If you want to make a high performance experience, and you may need to pay the hardware. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Okay, I am checking our Telegram and Discord, and I don't see any new questions, which means I think we can wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
And I sincerely thank you for taking the time to come here and talk about our dev docs at the same time to show people how to set up a node and run on our chain. This has been really informative. I know you have been very, very busy. I know there are a few updates and changes that are being made, which we cannot talk about here, but new things are happening that will make our developers and developers in other communities very excited. And I'm really, really looking for really looking forward to this to these new updates. And as soon as they are ready, I'm sure you guys will be the first to introduce it to us, and then we'll be announcing it to the community, to the developer communities. And yeah, it's very exciting. I'm actually looking forward to you guys to finish up everything and show it to the world.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. Also, I think the dev workshop can be can launched in frequently. Yes, I think there have a lot of the funny functional, the powerful functional will be online, and something is already online, but something is going to online. Yeah, I think it's a really exciting function, and I would like to share with all the developers and all the partners in ecosystem. Yes, I'm glad to do that.
Yes, absolutely. We are going to make this running like a developer workshop series, and we'll be showing different new updates to the developers out there, so they can be the first ones to actually learn more about it and then use it in their daily lives, whether it's a developer on our testnet or on our mainnet, or whether there is a new validator that wants to join us. And also, I would like to thank our beautiful Skylar for helping out in the beginning. I mean, I had a few problems, but now it's all good. So thank you so much for hosting while I was gone.
Okay. Now you have finished the hackathon workshop number 2. I hope this gave you enough information about OKX Chain. And I have seen about 80 participants in the Zoom meeting. Thank you all for joining us. And that I believe there will be definitely serious competition over there. So if you want to be even better prepared, I suggest you go to our Notion page. You can find the resources. We have all the OKC packages over there. You can learn everything about OKX Chain. Or you can follow us for our future workshops, which is tomorrow, coming Tuesday and Thursday, same time, 6 p.m. PDT. Also, you can also ask questions in our Discord. We have tech support 24/7 over there. Okay. Thank you all for joining us. I will send the recording later in the Discord and also post on our Notion page. I will see you next time. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.